Wait, wait, there's been a mistake. They meant to give it to your neighbor's dog. Well, this is going to be a masterclass in chagrin and ignominy. But if I had a plenipotentiary to negotiate on my behalf, I wouldn't be in this mess. Today we're looking at 3 grand words that capture awkwardness, humiliation, and serious authority. Chagrin, when embarrassment throws a party in your brain. Ignominious, failure so public even your enemies cringe. Plenipotentiary, the authority with the signature pen. But first, do subscribe to The English Nut on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Thank you. Chagrin is that awful cocktail of embarrassment, disappointment, and resentment, shaken, not stirred. It's when the universe publicly reminds you that you're human, usually right after you've tried to look impressive. Much to his chagrin, his grand entrance was ruined by a slippery floor and a flying shoe. She smiled through her chagrin as her toddler announced her real age to the entire party. He watched in chagrin as his meticulously planned flash mob turned into a flash flop. Chagrin comes from the French word chagrin, meaning sadness or melancholy, and from earlier roots suggesting rough skin. It entered English in the 17th century and has been quietly humiliating people ever since. The following is the diary entry of Samuel Pepys, English writer and politician, on 6th August 1666. Only my wife, in a chagrin humour, she not being pleased with my kindness to either of them. This is the first documented use of chagrin in print. Pepys uses the word as an adjective, noting his wife was in a chagrin humour, i.e. in a peeved, resentful mood, because she disliked his friendliness towards their guests. When something is ignominious, it's not just a defeat, it's a defeat with flashing lights and a marching band, announcing it to the world. It's public humiliation, the kind that ends up trending for all the wrong reasons. The team's ignominious loss was immortalized in memes within minutes. His ignominious exit from the reality show was the most watched moment of the season. They plotted a daring heist and ended up in an ignominious heap under a security camera. From French or Old French ignominieux, from Latin ignominiosus, disgraceful, from ignominia, loss of a good name, ignominy, from ig not plus nomen, name. In short, to be ignominious is to lose your good name and maybe your dignity too. Thus she will be a living sermon against sin, until the ignominious letter be engraved upon her tombstone. In this line from American author Nathaniel Hawthorne's novel The Scarlet Letter, a Puritan elder declares that the central character of the story, Hester Prynne, who has a child out of wedlock, must carry her shame to the grave. The ignominious letter, the scarlet A for adultery, which she is forced to wear while living, will also mark her tombstone. Here, ignominious describes the letter as a symbol of public shame. This quote underscores the novel's theme of lifelong public ignominy as punishment. A plenipotentiary is someone who has full powers to act on behalf of someone else, especially in diplomacy. No running back to ask for permission, no second guessing. The government says we want a preferential trade deal with America, and the plenipotentiary goes and gets it done. He attended the peace conference as his nation's plenipotentiary, authorized to sign on the dotted line. Don't bother the boss. Talk to her plenipotentiary. He's the real power. The plenipotentiary carried a briefcase that could change the fate of nations, or just decide which country gets credit for inventing chai. From Latin plenus, full, plus potentia, power, plenipotentiary came into English through French and Latin in the 1600s and 1700s, especially in the world of ambassadors and diplomacy. The following is an entry from The Devil's Dictionary by Ambrose Bierce. Plenipotentiary, adjective, having full power. A minister plenipotentiary is a diplomatist professing absolute authority on condition that he never exert it. Bierce humorously defines plenipotentiary, literally full-powered, as an official with total power in theory who never actually uses it. This wry quote highlights the ironic reality that a minister plenipotentiary, a diplomatic envoy with full authority to act on a government's behalf, often must refrain from decisive action despite his title. So whether you're blushing in chagrin, suffering an ignominious fall, or sending a plenipotentiary to fix the mess, words help us pin down those grand, messy human moments. And remember, even if life sometimes throws you a chagrin-flavored pie to the face, at least you'll have the right word for it. Let me know your thoughts on today's episode in the comments. Do share any words, phrases, or other English-related topics that you'd like me to explore next. Thank you, Aditi Todi, for suggesting these words, and thank you all for tuning in. I'm the English Nut. Bye for now.